Okay. Here I am. Calm down. Here I am. I'm here. You don't hear this music in for 5 hours straight. But why? Anyway, hi. I have finished all the classes and I have completed all the finals. So yay. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna like talk to all the teachers and then we'll head to the crater. So yeah. Let's go talk to all the teachers. Time has come. The cursed treasures, the 4 Pokemon of Ruin. They exist. I stumbled upon the truth in the newspaper, of all places. An interview piece with a carpenter, no less. What? The Pokemon on wheels apparently use a sacred stakes to seal the treasures in. Use sacred stakes to seal these treasures of ruin in shrines. There is a separate shrine for each of the 4 Pokemon. 8 stakes are driven into the ground in the areas surrounding each shrine to keep the power of ruin at bay. Yep, yes, I've touched a few of these. If all the stakes for a given shrine were to be removed, it would release the Pokemon held inside. Don't you think it would be nice to free those Pokemon from the confines of the tiny little shrines? No, not really. I feel like that would be bad. Come on, do it with the Pokemon. No, I feel like that would be bad. According to a descendant of the Pokemon wielders in the story, you must have a bond with Pokemon in order to remove the stakes. I'm sure someone as Pokemon savvy as yourself would have no trouble at all with that. Choose for yourself whether to believe me or not, but I will mark the location of these shrines. Okay. Yes, I've seen the shrines before. I'd rather go myself, but skipping out my classes to go adventuring seems to have made the director a little suspicious of me. Sus. Think of it as part of your treasure hunt. Treasures of the ruin are still treasures. Right. We'll investigate the shrines. Okay. Yay. Oh, hold on, I got to plug in my phone. Let me just plug in my phone real quick so it doesn't die. There we go. Okay. Alright. And like, oh, it's just like, okay, yeah, it's just the it's just for the treasure, the shrines. Let's go talk to all the teachers. Yay. If you really need a Quaxly, I could probably breed one for you. if you really need one, but I also haven't tried breeding before, so I don't know how breeding in this game works. I actually don't know how breeding works in this game. It's something to do with the picnics, I know. Here, do a little shopping. I mean, it came to you. You kept getting Fuecoco and Sprigatito. Here, check out the sandwiches they got for sale. School store sandwiches taste great and have excellent nutritional balance. Not making your own? Yeah, welcome to your intensive training. Guess I'm not used to it yet. All training wore me out. I achieved my goal. I'm gonna take a break of sandwich making. I want to pay Nurse Miriam back for everything she does for me. It's my way of saying thanks. She's so nice and so skilled at what she does. I really look up to her. I want to try sandwich making so I could be skilled at doing something for other people, like she is. Guess I wasn't cut out for it. Aww. What I am cut out for, though, is being full of energy, so I decided to focus on that instead. Well, good for you. I think people in Pokemon should make their strong points together. Dang. Yay. Ooh, oh man, protein. Yay. I don't need to buy anything. How to breed Poke. How do you breed Poke? Choose two Pokemon in the same egg group. Start a picnic and just wait, and then just wait. So basically you just need to have the two Pokemon. Yeah, okay. You just need to set up two Pokemon and then start a picnic, and then wait, and then wait for an egg to appear in your picnic basket. That probably will take some time though. That's probably gonna take some time, so maybe I can do it. I can help you out later or something. Maybe I can try helping you out later. Seems to be at the most crucial moments. You see, Mr. Hassel, I'm here to collect you. So I see. I'm glad you finally made up your mind about taking a place as the leader of the family. Well, it is indeed true that I have made up my mind. I've made up my mind to continue teaching here at the academy. How could you? Are you saying you don't care for what happened to our proud lineage? I'm saying that I have other priorities. Have a look around at the art decorating this room, would you? The people here are letting their senses, their perceptiveness grow freely. I do not wish to say that protecting our family's ancient bloodline is of no importance. The bloodline! the bloodline, Leon. I simply wish to see young talent blossom and grow into the future. Listen, they're kids. Listen, they're kids. We must continue the bloodline, Leon. Are you Chris Redfield? Is this Chris Redfield? I simply wish to see young talent blossom and grow into the future. Seems so much more fun to me, if I'm being honest. What utter nonsense. And yet, your fearless, unflinching commitment to that nonsensical vision proves that you're worthy of carrying the will of the dragons, Master Hassel. I will not give up. I will come as many times as I need in order to change your mind. Oh, by all means, my door is open, but I think you'll soon find you've met your match in stubbornness. You thought I could be cowed by some story spun out about my father's deteriorating health? I am not so easily fooled. I will return another day. Okay, bye. Sorry you had to see all that. I was so very close to resigning my post as teacher and returning to my home. But the students here gave me courage to say no. That includes you. Your words truly brought me strength. Yay. I cannot think of a way I can possibly repay my debt to you young ones. Take this. Ooh. That's a lot of Dragon Terra shards. Wow, nice. Thank you. I, Hassel, will continue on my chosen path as instructor to the youth of our world. Yay. We helped out the old man. About that matter with which I need your help. I've discovered the name of the incredibly sweet condiment. It's called Sweet Herba Mystica. You should find during the course of your treasure hunt. I'll be grateful if you would share some with me. We can ask Arven. Do you have any? Oh. You have to go find some. We should have to go find some more Sweet Herba Mystica. Sky! Sky, it's okay, Sky. Hello. Oh. We finished we've Yesterday I just completed all 3 of the main quest lines, and now we can go finish the game. First, I want to talk to all the teachers. Pombi's here is as healthy as can be. That it seems being quiet is simply a part of this one's personality. But it's hard for a Pokemon to communicate with its fellows without speaking up. As you know, wild Pokemon use their cries to tell each other all sorts of things, like location of food or whether there are predators nearby. We have to release it back into the wild. I'm afraid I may not be able to do those sorts of things. It's just smiling. Where does Pommy belong? I think it belongs with you. I didn't expect to hear my name. Yeah, I should stay here with you. I didn't even consider that possibility. What do you think about that idea, my little Pommy friend? Pommy! It spoke! I know the reply means yes. Merci. All the more reason and they should have this. What's this? A Meowth. Oui. Like a Meowth, huh? Just give me a Meowth. Yay. A Meowth? Is it... What kind of Meowth? Like... Oh, it's a Galarian Meowth. It's a Galarian Meowth. Okay. Cool, thanks. Schoolyard. Where's Miss Time? Where's she at? There she is. I'll keep an eye out. Anything an ambush here for that girl who keeps watching me. She'll be here any second. An ambush? You gonna hide in a bush? Not very pleasant knowing she's just staring at me all the time. I know what she looks like after seeing her in the cafeteria. You, isn't it? Time? How'd you know I... You. Guess you must notice me. I'm so sorry. Of course I noticed. You're watching me practically all day, every day, after all. Is something you want to ask me? Yes, I do. I've been a huge fan of yours since your time as a gym leader. I love your rock-type moves so very much. Oh. But you just suddenly retired from your post as gym leader a year and a half ago. Why'd you quit? Is that what you want to ask? Yes, your reason for retiring was never made public. Well known among students here, they just avoid the question anytime it's asked. It's probably rude to ask you a question that you don't want to answer. I just couldn't find the courage to ask. All your gaze felt so very intense. As for the reason I quit my job as gym leader, I simply want to focus more on my job as a teacher. Well, I dislike being a gym leader or anything. Talking about the gym fills me with feelings of nostalgia and sadness. So I always avoid answering the question. May plan to become gym leader again? No. No. Sister is doing a splendid job as gym leader in my stead. I find being a teacher most enjoyable. In fact, I appreciate if you call me Miss Time, as students do, not just Time. Thank you so much, Miss Time. Okay. Oh. That was it, I guess. So many things just try to sound cool. Sure. You're one of my biggest fans. Must thank you. Ooh. Sure. Ooh, Rock Terror Shark. Nice. Yay. Alright then. Let's get out of here. I think we're done with the school, right? Yeah, I like how you can visit everyone else's classrooms. Like me and Nimona's classroom in the general studies track, Penny's classroom in the STEM track, Arvin's classroom in the humanities track. I like how I get and visit that. Actually, yeah, I've never actually visited the other classrooms. Never actually visited the other classrooms. Maybe I should. Hold on. Let me see. Let me just at least see what's. Just take a peek in the other classrooms real quick. Maybe I have to visit the teachers a couple times, but I don't think I've actually like looked inside the classroom. Two-hole meow. That is indeed two-hole meow. Cat. He just likes cat. He just likes cat. Whose bag is this? Can we just like snoop through someone else's bag? Alright, there's nothing in here, I guess. I also like cat. Yeah, I mean, yes, cat is good. I can't steal. Why not? Yay, old people. Alright, there's nothing. Cool. Old people in school. Yay. Alright, let's do this. Let's finally head to the crater. To the crater. Crater. Okay, now the shrine locations are marked. And so all of the swords are like are near the shrines, right? Are in the area around the shrines, right? So yeah. Anyways, let's just go to the crater first. We can deal with that. We'll go deal with those later. We'll deal with those in the post game or something. But yeah. Anyways, let's finally hit the crater. We'll fly to Medali. Near, yeah, it's in the general. Yeah, probably not exactly. Yeah, I'm guessing it's near. Yeah, okay. I understand. Naruhodo. Alright, this way. I don't think I actually. I don't think I've actually been this way. I don't think I don't think I actually went this way at all. No, it's Pachirisu. You can find Pachirisu here? gotta be nearby? What's not gotta be nearby? You mean the one that's right there? You mean the one that's literally right there? Are you blind? Are you blind, sir? Yes, Shroomish. He's probably on those shrooms, honestly. He's probably on those shrooms. My guy, it's right there. Look, if you just walk like 5 steps forward, you can literally see it. My guy. My dude. Well, let's go, I guess. Let's head in. Oh man, look at that. Look at that tunnel. Look at that tunnel or resolution. Over here. Look at the graphics in that tunnel. This is the Zero Gate. Such smooth transition, yes. It was made so researchers could try to observe the inside of the Great Crater of Paldea. What folks call Area Zero. Or ticket down to crater. The Pokemon I gave you? Is apparently where Miraidon was born. Maybe they'll be happy they can finally come back home? Not that I really care or anything. And my 2 new teammates should be waiting for us inside the Zero Gate. Okay. The way home. Okay. Kind of dark in here. There's Nemona. Hola. Arvin said there'd be tons of strong Pokemon, so here I am. But you heard you get a battle. You get the battle awesome Pokemon. She was here in a second. You're an annoying little pest at the academy, but I guess you could come in handy for this. Spoken like a guy who wants to get beaten in a battle. More importantly, why is it so dark? Where are the awesome Pokemon? It's weird the lights are off. Last time I was here, the electricity was up and running. Now. Oh. Well, now the lights are on. Nande. I turned them on. Seems like they're on power saving mode. Easy hacks. Easy hacks. I hacked into the system controls and overrode the settings. Hacks. You the kid with the fluffy Eevee bag. I guess. My name is Penny. Never got to actually talk. I'm Nemona. I'm in class 1A. It was a kind of tech whiz. You like Pokemon battling too? You talk like way too much. Relatable. That's mood. Director introduced us. The director introduced us. When you need someone to tech, she's a no-brainer. Someone good with tech, she's a no-brainer. Anyway, Penny here also agreed in a second when she heard it was to help nobody. I'm not really the adventuring type, but I owe you, and I pay my debts. Surprisingly old-fashioned like that. Because everyone knows me, Arvin. My loves include my boss tip and cooking and biometric identification in progress. Hello. I've been expecting you. Seems you've gathered a group of formidable allies as well. Thank you, Professor Giga Chad. Who are you? Dad? Dad? Probably. It's not Dad. Probably. That's Professor Turo? Nimona, student ID number 805C001. And Penny, student number 803B121. And thank you for coming. Of course, Professor. It's such an honor to meet you in person. I mean, maybe not in person exactly. Arvin, did you, tell your dad about us? When would I have done that? To begin with, I'd like to ask you all to make your way down into the Great Crater of Paldea. You can reach the lower chamber using the elevator you can see to your right. Dad? Please proceed below. Are they not on good terms? Not exactly. I wonder if the Professor's any good at battling. Guess we will proceed below as requested. Sure used to be really famous. Everyone knew who he was. He hasn't been in the media in like ages. Interesting. So what's this way? Can't go that way, I guess. Okay. I guess let's do this. Let's head down there. Yeah, I can't. There's nothing I can do else. Nothing else I can do here. I boot the computers. All right. I guess let's head on down. There's nothing else we can do. Let's just head on down. I guess we gotta actually. You can't jump down the jump down on the that tiny ledge onto the ramp. All right. I'm gonna say, why did I come down on my own? Where's everyone else? Biometric identification in progress. Identities confirmed. Access granted to lower level. Ooh, it opened for us automatically. Like someone's controlling this thing remotely. Once you step through, you'll be above Area 0. You have brought Miraidon with you? Yes. Can't remove him, so he's stuck with me. Can't remove him, so I'm stuck with him. Thank you for bringing it with you on your many adventures. If you utilize your Miraidon's gliding capabilities, you should be able to descend into the depths to reach Area 0. What? Isn't there like an elevator or something? And did you say Miraidon can fly? When you reach the bottom, I will get in touch again. I hope your trip is uneventful. Railroading people into stuff, just like always. We need to see what Pokemon live down in Area 0. Yeah, yep. Leroy Jenkins. That girl, is she like incapable of fear or what? Oh my god, she just ran in. Oh my god, she just ran in. No, Penny, she's just insane. Yeah. Guess we better go too. Yeah, let's go. So do you just jump? Let's do this. Jump! Just jump forward. We may get bone dust ankles, but it's fine. Yeah. Yeah. What's the matter with it? Scared of heights? Really? That's what I'd say. No wonder. I'd be scared if we both go together. How's that logic work? Don't drop your phone. Get on. Yeah, wait for me. Oh, and we're just hanging on, I guess. I guess we're just hanging on. Yeah, that's fine. We're probably... It's fine. Are you sure? You sure his hand's not slippery? He just loses his grip and then we just fall and die. The end. Well, your whole body, obviously he's drunk. I mean, he is pretty big. I guess he is pretty big. And it's so foggy. Now I'm back here again. I think I might have died once or twice there. What's wrong? Yes. Oh, he's like, I'm gonna head. He's like, I'm gonna head out. Let's go back into its ball. It's probably just hungry or something. I think it's scared. It's scared. Where's student council girl? She just ran off. She's gone. You don't think she... I think she... Everyone, you have to see this. Okay, she's not dead. Area Zero is amazing. Come on already. I guess your ability would be own tempo, huh? She's crazy. Biometric identification in progress. 4 humans identified. Condition satisfactory. Vital signs all within normal range. It appears you were able to make the descent and without being harmed. Yeah, sure. Smooth sailing. Who could possibly complain about landing like that? That is good. I'd concerned you might fail, given the crudeness of the only available access method. I think your dad's sarcasm detector needs fixing. Oh, you're worried about this? That's so sweet. You should now make your way to me at the Zero Lab in the deepest part of Area Zero. However, the entrance to the lab is barred by 4 locks on the exterior, which I cannot unlock. 4 locks? On your way to me, you must visit 4 research stations that were constructed inside the crater. Okay. At each station, you will be able to disable one of the locks. Do so as you make your way down. I hope you succeed. Yes, let's disable 4 locks and get into that lab. Sounds like kind of video gamey when you say it out loud, huh? Yeah, it sounds a lot like a video game. It's almost like we're in a video game or something. Come on, time to find our way to the deepest part of Area Zero. Giraffe egg and for a giraffe. Hold on. I guess does this research station count? As what? Does this research station count as one? Oh, I guess everyone's just following us. Or trying to. What are you doing, Penny? Penny, where you going? Where you going, Penny? Everyone's just following us, or at least trying to. They're just running all over the place. Everyone's just running all over the place. Why is it so sparkly in here? They just follow you vaguely. It's so sparkly in here. It's pretty. Yeah, I guess. Music is nice. The Raichu? Venomoth? Jumpluff? Where'd the furry giraffe go? Oh, did the furry giraffe despawn? Boo. No, wait! Out of the way! Music is different. The battle music is different. This battle music slaps. Electric pouches on its cheeks become fully charged. If the electric pouches in its cheeks become fully charged, both ears will stand straight up. Alright, let's move. Let's keep on keeping on. Crystals. Trees made of crystals. So this is the inside the created Paldea, Area 0. Feels different from seeing it in a textbook. So intense. Normally never be able to get in here and see for ourselves. But Mirada... Use you, we were talking. So hello, Braviary. Murica bird. It's spooked by something. It's hiding in its ball. In serio? That's not good. Can we even get back up to the surface without it? Should be alright. Last time I was here. Caught a flying taxi out of the crater. We call the professor. Don't get along? Now your business, Pipsqueak. I need to bite my head off. Why are you getting all huffy? Alright, come on. This is... No fighting. Alright, girl. Stop fighting. Murica! Murica bird! Aww. Ooh. No. No whirlwind. Maybe I should have stocked up on a few more Pokeballs. Fine, I guess. See some parabolic antennas in the distance. For the sake of its friends, this brave warrior of the sky will not stop battling, even if injured. The power of friendship! Rhydon says no. Alright, let's keep going. Corviknight. Oh god, the Corviknight. Big metal bird gonna touch. He's indeed gonna touch. Bad touch. Don't be so brave. Stop! You're gonna hurt. Don't kill yourself. Lamb. Swag. I don't want your swag. Although its wings have partly turned to steel and become heavy as a result, this Pokemon flies through the skies with ease. Right, it's another big metal bird. Water, a Chansey! I still have not managed to catch a Chansey. They keep dying or running away. Soft boiled. Eat egg. 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 Bruh! Why did every Chansey always die? Why does Chansey... Why is Chansey? Why is every Chansey just always dies? Water, slow. Slow. Water, slow. Water, slow, must acquire gravity suit. Wait, wrong game. For a giraffe over there? Or is it just... No, it's just more giraffering. No, for a giraffe. Oh, so Penny, how'd you wind up friends? Guess she really came through when I needed her. Yeah, we could go with that. It was going off the rails. It's being good help. You got no, please go away. How are you then? We're classmates and neighbors. Go away! I want to read the dialogue. She aimed to be a champion. That's wild. I want to read dialogue. You've got a cool friendship origin. There's nothing compared to what we went through. Go away! I want to read dialogue. Go away. Oh my, really? There's one on the Buds Nobody Club. Yes. No, come back, you. What? It dodged. Are you serious? Dodge. It dodged. Yeah, I'm attacking Chansey with physical attacks. I only have one unspecial attacker on my team. I only have one special attacker on my team. Everyone else is a physical attacker. I guess I'm just never meant to catch a Chansey, huh? I'm just cursed to not catch a Chansey ever. I like how the map doesn't know where we are. We're just in here. The map has no idea where we are. I think in Area Zero, I think this is also where you have to go to evolve, like, evolve Magnezone to get a Magnezone and stuff, right? Or a Probopass, right? I'm guessing. Oh, hi. Like to evolve Magneton into Magnezone. hardened head from the tail protects the head of the main body as Farigiraf whips its long neck around to hit butt enemies. Isn't it a Thunderstone? Oh, okay. You don't need to go to... Okay, you don't need to go to a specific place to evolve them to evolve it anymore. You know, in previous games you had to... Yeah, in previous games you had to go to a specific place to evolve them. Oh, there's the first research station. Yay. I'm talking about the buildings. Radish stations? Research stations. Close. No, your word. Such great memory. What's great is my common sense compared to you a lot, apparently. Green. The heck is that? That's a Pokemon La Primera used. Didn't know what species that species could be found in the Great Crater. Let's take it on together. Okay. Glimmer. Okay, you are rock poison. And she sent out Lycanroc. Glimmora. Rock poison. Can we catch it? Can we actually catch it? Not this one? Oh, okay. No, you just murdered it. That's fine. You didn't even... Oh no, not the toxic debris. Yeah. Nemona, you didn't even need me. You just destroyed it with a 4 times effective drill run. Are there gonna be a lot more of these rare Pokemon down here? I think. You think that was something? Please, you've got no idea how terrifying Area Zero really is. Wow, patronizing much? Easy, you two. Let's head inside the research station. Okay. Let's start. No yachting. Limit crystal. Let's head inside. Make sure to read the books. Okay. Are these ancient ruins? ... Look far too recent for that. It appears you have reached your first research station without incident. This facility was constructed 87 years ago as a way station for those surveying Area Zero. That's why there's a bed. You can use this place to rest up if we need. Be so kind of you as to disable the first lock on the lab using that central panel. Hold on. Do we need... Oh, we got healed up. Okay, we got healed up. Next, my prototype Terra Orb, I secured corporate funding for my research and made a laboratory in the lighthouse of near Cabo Poco. Someday, though, I'll return to the crater and resume my study of these crystals. We're determined that this energy crystallization is linked to the being we call Redacted. The interlocking hexagonal plates that comprise Redacted shell must somehow cause this phenomenon, which I've dubbed terrestrializing. I checked other rooms where the doors are busted. So yeah, this is going great. Good old Redacted. You get a decent rest on the bed here if you and your team get tired, though it looks kinda mildewy. Yay! 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 He loves sleeping in the moldy bed. Let's push button. Hit. It says hit any key. Which one's the any key, guys? Which one is the any key? Yeah, let's push this random button. What does this button do? Lock disabled. 3 or 4 locks still active. And then E. Well done. Please continue your efforts at the remaining research stations. Let's push more buttons. Can we push more buttons? No. Okay. Alright, let's go, I guess. There's a teleport pad. There's actually a teleport pad there. Where does that go? Oh, okay. You can teleport anywhere, essentially. You can teleport, seems like you can teleport between the entrance and the research stations. Okay, so yeah, they are basically checkpoints. That's nice. Almost never saw my dad in my whole life. Oh, it's time for the backstory reveal? Penny. Shh. He was always busy with work. Hardly ever came home. Cook for myself, clean myself. My boss was the only one I talked to. Yeah, I don't really know him at all, even if he is my dad. I don't think about it too much. I'd be proud. Rather have a dad who was there. Hadn't seen him for ages. He used to get emails sometimes, but that stopped. Some family, right? But I'm not here to judge or anything. Sorry about earlier. I shouldn't have snapped at you like that. Now's giving you a hard time. Sorry, Penny. Named Penny. Yeah, you're actually pretty nice for a little pipsqueak. Don't call me pipsqueak, you big lunk. That's the spirit, you two. Yay. Yay, we're all friends, right? The what? Yep. I right you off the cliff side. Let's going. Keep her going. It's so pretty down here. That is a waterfall down to death. Cool. Frostmoth. Can you lock on? Or I have a Frostmoth. Yay! Death! I really don't like that the lock on requires the Pokemon to basically be right in the middle of the screen. Sassy Mint. Mint is very sassy. Yeah, I don't like that. I really don't. I wish the lock on area was bigger and not exactly in the middle of the screen. At least give if the lock on has to be exactly in the middle of the screen, at least give me a reticle. Can at least give me a reticle if you need the lock on to be right in the middle of the screen. Last time I came to Great Crater, I was trying to see my dad. About this far, then I got attacked by some kind of creature. kind of Pokemon was it? It wasn't even like a Pokemon, more like this crazy weird metallic machine thing. Zero was a Pokemon that's a little more robot-y than average. Completely different creature altogether. It hurt my boss real bad. So it's not like I forget. Don't want to run to that awful thing again. I really hope I get to see it. That's what I figured you'd say. They're real tactless sometimes, Nemona, you know that? Yeah, she's just crazy. Go back up. Why do I want to go back up in this cave? Item. Earthquake, nice. I already have Earthquake, but yay. But thanks anyway. Oh, it's a Raichu up the mountain. Wait, which way? Oh, looks like this way just it leads to see an item this way. Look out for the birds. Watch out for the birds. Flame charge, okay. I only see lamp. I mean, there's indeed lamp. But there were also birds. There was a Braviary and a Corviknight. So many metal birds. There's so much so much walking. Oh, hey, Espeon. Espeon. Right, Espeon. Oh wait, come back, Espeon. Yay. Espeon. It uses the fine hair that covers its body to sense air currents and predict its enemies' actions. I think the only evolution I haven't seen is Glaceon. Alright, there's the next station. There's the next research station. Alright, what are we gonna encounter this time? Hello, lamp. Second research station, about time too. Whew, let's head in and take a breather. Thought you had a bit more stamina, student council girl. Whew, I'm just full of surprises. That wasn't a compliment, you know. What's that? Delibird. That's a metal Delibird. That's a robot Delibird. Deli? Wow, so cute. Wait, look how that's a robot. Intruder alert, intruder alert. Duh. Delibird! Battle time. Okay. Iron sack. Penny of Team Star. Iron bundle. It is. I'm guessing it's steel. I'm guessing it's steel. Steel flying, perhaps? It will commit die. Freeze dry. It's gonna... Yeah, I'm getting steel flying. That's dead. Not steel flying? Seriously, what was that? Darn thing scared me half to death. Ice water. Well, fighting... Well, electric worked on it anyway, so... Seriously, what was that? Darn thing scared me half to death. It was definitely kinda mechanical looking for a Delibird, wasn't it? No kidding. Come on, let's get inside. Oh, jump scared like that, and I'm done for. Those looks pretty much the same as the first research station. And that wild Pokemon can't come in here. Stay to catch our breath. Seriously, what with this place? That Pokemon. Been wondering about that myself. Yeah, Pokemon was one of these. What's that book? As we descended further into Area Zero, we began to catch glimpses of mysterious Pokemon. Though we wondered if these compact, cruel beasts were indeed Pokemon at all. Our team suffered a brutal blow from such a beast and was mortally wounded. One of our team suffered a brutal blow, forcing us to retreat for a time. Yeah, this is just like... This, yeah, we saw this at the beginning. Monsters of Area Zero? So they aren't actually Pokemon? I don't really know. What do you think? I don't think so. They definitely do look different, at least. I've never seen any of them in a Pokedex. Suppose the time has come for an explanation. Professor, some of these life forms that you see residing now within Area Zero are future Pokemon that lived in a distant day we have yet to see. Future Pokemon? Future! That's awesome! Oh, come on. There's no way that's possible. The Zero Lab, where I'm located, contains a time machine. It summons the future Pokemon to this place. Time machine. The thing my dad spent forever researching down here. He actually got it working? Indeed. Though the cost was catastrophic. Cost? A time machine. Me you can actually travel to and from the future? It's theoretically possible to travel to the future. However, for being such as a human, it would not be possible to return to the present. Well, that's horrifying. Dad, you... Why'd you call us here to Area Zero? Arvin, if possible, I would like us to speak where we can and meet face to face. It'll be easier for you to understand once you can see the situation for yourself. Okay, then. Disable another lock. Okay. I mean, I got the battle Pokemon from a whole different era. Yeah, but then who? A time machine. He's like, we just stumbled into a sci-fi novel or something. At last, I can resume work on the Terra project. I'll move my research to the Zero Lab this month. My team will be smaller, but no matter. The strong influence of the crystals makes our experiments much more unstable. The crystal's power is tremendous. Their unstable output made our corporate backers fret. But if we can harness this energy, it will open up research possibilities we'd only dreamed of. Alas, paradise will be ours to create. That's kind of sus, bro. Lock disabled. 2 locks still active. Well done. Please continue your efforts at the remaining research stations. You know the book he told me to bring? I think it's got something to do with this place. Or more like everything to do with this place. But I'm not the one he expects to fix whatever all this is. You are. I think you should be the one to carry it. Okay. Record of the expedition that author Heath went on in the Great Crater of Paldea. The book has the name Turo written on it in clumsy handwriting. Take care of it for me, okay? Sure. Alright, let's go. Let's move on. I think I remember that I wanted to use some TMs to use some TMs to teach my Pokemon a few more moves, but I mean I can always go back. I can always leave but leave, make the TMs and come back. Are your parents like Nemona? Parents? Normal, I guess. Even I know about your dad. He's on the board of the Rotom Phone Company. You know that. Everyone knows that. He's famous. Like them from my own region as well. There was actually some pampered little princess from a rich family. That's so not my thing. Though, yeah. Guess you could say my mother and father were hands off in a good way. Big sister probably take over the business. They pretty much let me do what I want. You call them mother and father? That is some pampered little princess stuff right there. Not kalate pennies. Your family super normal then? My family is unbelievably annoying. Super overprotective, you mean? It's just my dad. He's loud and clingy and makes up weird nicknames like Pen Pen. He's the most annoying guy in the world. Oh, down for your dad having his own dad describe him like that. Don't let you dare take his side. How are you? Your mother seems super nice. You met her? I got a glimpse of an amazing looking sandwich she made. Which I can see that because it tasted great. Pen Pen. Yes, Pen Pen. Oh no, more water! Oh no, water! My one weakness. Oh hey, Masquerain. Masquerain. No, water! Mizu. Masquerain. Oh, critical capture. Yay. Nice. Okay, okay. The antennae have distinctive patterns that look like eyes. When it rains, they grow heavy, making flight impossible. Yeah, I drank water. I mean, it was actually Sprite, but close enough. Okay. And Bisharp. Look at all the Bisharp. Which one of them is going to become the King Gambit? Okay, well, I want to check out this way first. Where's the right way? It's beyond. Is the right way or is the other way the right way? I don't actually know. Chansey! Another Chansey. Keep going down. Yeah, I guess it should just keep going down. I don't suppose we can just like jump down and have we can just jump down the middle and have the phone save us. Yay! Finally got Chansey. Finally, we got a Chansey. Yay! It walks carefully to prevent its egg from breaking. However, it's extremely fast at running away. Yeah, as we've seen. Egg. This is so slow when we don't have. This is so slow when we don't have Miraidon. I see these like rock cliffs that we can probably climb up if we have Miraidon. I guess that's probably a shortcut for when you come back later. If you decide to come back later, I guess. Oh, there's a, okay. Well, there's a research station. I guess we'll just commit to going this way. We can check the other way later, another time. Alright, another research station. What are we going to encounter this time? Nice, we got to chill for a minute. He's going to jump out at us again. 100% guaranteed. Such a worry wart. Huh? Oh, we're done. An Iron Treads. See? See? It's just like that Titan Pokemon we saw. There was a future Pokemon all along. Battled one of these before, Armin? It looks seriously strong. We're all pros when it comes to Titans. Leave this to us. Yeah. Alright, good. See that? Victory's ours. Maybe the one we saw when we were searching out the Urban Mystica cave from down here. You two got to meet one of these Pokemon before our creator or get together? Jealous. We got things from the literal future roaming around Paldea. That's a major problem. Isn't Professor Turo doing anything to keep them under control? How could he let this happen? Yeah, right. Cause not, yeah, right. Cause not like the oh so brilliant Professor Turo ever messes up. Get in there. And made it to station number 3. After doing all that walking and battling, why not? How are we doing after all that walking and battling and whatnot? Anyone need a rest? Doing rough, Kenny? Not that. I've been thinking ever since the professor mentioned that time machine. The Pokemon here in Area Zero came to our time from the future, right? So what about Miraidon? Isn't it pretty likely that's also one of those future Pokemon? Probably. Huh. You're onto something. It is kind of giving off future vibes. Even its name sounds future-y. Wait a sec, I totally forgot. Hey Arvin, you had Miraidon's ball, and you told us about its forms in the first place. You must know something about it, right? You still remember from all that from way back? Still remember that from way back? No wonder you're everybody's little star pupil. Guess I got no choice then, but tell you what I know. That Pokemon Miraidon, that is. It was found by my dad when he was working on his time machine. I believe it would be best for me to take over explanations at this point. Professor, Miraidon, can't trust it to nobody, was the first Pokemon that was successfully retrieved from the future by the time machine. Yes, I'm gonna say that is how I'm gonna say time machine every time. Seriously? The analysis of its genetic makeup as well as its behavioral pattern, I came to realize that what I had discovered was in fact a futuristic form of Cyclizar, the Pokemon commonly ridden in this region. Well, that makes sense, I guess. They do look alike. Many other Pokemon also came to this place from across the boundaries of time. But I was never able to bring over more than 2 specimens of Miraidon. You mean there's another one around here somewhere? Where's their family? The other one could still be somewhere in Area Zero, waiting to finally be reunited with our Miraidon. Heartwarming family reunion? Exactly! Imagine how thrilled they'll be if we can get the family back together after all this time. Family, huh? Family! If we could proceed, please disable next lock. Family. Leave any wild Pokemon up to me. I'll have him beat in no time. Welcome back. That other Pokemon isn't really the only family. That Pokemon really is the only family it has left in the world. Must want to get together again, right? These plot twists really tug at the heartstrings, don't they? Not that I'm complaining. Our time machine research has yielded a triumph. A Pokemon from the distant future. I've named it Miraidon. I was expecting one new life to treasure, but fortunate and to be blessed with this gift as well. Oop. Well done. Only one remains now. Please continue on to the final research station. Okay. I guess then the next way to go will be in that big cave, probably. Man, I just love picking up lemonade that's lying on the ground. I wonder how long it's been here for. I wonder how long this lemonade has been here for. Has been sitting here for. So Miraidon's a future Pokemon. No wonder no one's seen it before. Now let me battle Miraidon right now. I love Floette. 10 years. Perfect. Perfect. I love 10-year-old lemonade. No one come out with Pokeball. Oh, right. That's the first I've heard of it coming from the future myself. It was just some weird Pokemon my dad brought home all of a sudden one day. We lived together at the lighthouse for a while. Maybe promised to keep it a secret and had me take care of him. That's why he knew so much about it. One day Miraidon just went nuts against some wild Pokemon. You folks end up seeing it. My dad took it and went back to Area 0. People found out, it'll be all over the news. You can see my dad and Miraidon again after that for ages. Seems stupid, but I lost my dad because of Miraidon. It was the worst feeling ever. Just hated Miraidon. Didn't even want to talk about it. Aw. Should be sorry. Shoot, that was the coolest thing ever. Getting all that relevant info before getting here. Dang. Harsh. Okay. The text scrolls by so fast. Midnight Lycanroc. Oh, a bunch of Midnight Lycanroc. Sableye. Is that a Hydreigon? Is that Hydreigon? It's a Hydreigon. Iron Jugulis. Maybe not. I guess it just looks like a Hydreigon, but not actually. It looks like a Hydreigon. Ow. But it's a fake Hydreigon. I mean, it's a future Hydreigon. Ow. Oh, ooh, that's super effective. Critical capture, nice. Dark flying. It's possible that Iron Jugulis, an object described from an old book, may actually be this Pokemon. I mean, the Paradox Pokemon. I mean, yes, that is its name. Its name is right. Oh, what did we just touch? It's just Sableye. Why is everything so blurry? Why is everything suddenly so blurry? Okay, I'm just gonna head out of the cave and I'm gonna go rest up in the bed just to heal up. My eyes! The light! It burns! Flashbanged. Yay! Is there anything back here? No. What's the point of this path then? Excuse me, Arvid. Anyways, let's head into the cave. Dunsparce. Garganackle. Garganackle. The Golem. Oh, stop it. No yawning. Ow. Let's try it for a brick break. Nice. I see a Glimora back over there. I'm gonna go try to get that. There's also an iron pouch, iron sack. Something, I forget what it's called. Many Pokemon gather around Garganackle, hoping to lick it at its mineral-rich salt. Salt. Glimora's petals are made from crystallized poison energy. It has recently become evident that these petals resemble Terra Jewels. Okay. Iron Bundle. Iron Bundle. Iron Sack. Definitely Iron Sack. Resembles a mysterious object mentioned in an old book. There are only two reported sightings of this Pokemon. Why are all of the future Pokemon iron? Why do they all have to be iron? Oh, is the way blocked? The way is blocked. Can't go this way. It's the future. But future. The way is blocked. Can't go this way. Oh, I could just look this way and there's a path. Maybe I could just open my eyes to see the path. Wow, it's pretty. Oh, it's pretty. In the next research station. Look at all these huge, gorgeous crystals. They go all the way to the bottom. One slip and we can kiss our short lives goodbye. Good call. Watch your step. Yeah, don't die. The professor's down there somewhere waiting for us. That's fine. Totally fine. Watch yourselves and get to the bottom of this thing. Okay. This place looks unreal. Maybe there really is treasure down here like the stories say. Yeah, the place is like nothing. It's like something from a whole other world. Like, makes you feel like maybe you already died and went somewhere. It's just me? Or the crystals here give off the same glow as when Pokemon terrestrialize. It's gotta be some sort of connection. Only one way to find out. Keep moving. Hold the Garganacl. We examined crystals? No. Iron sac. That's back. It goes. It's on the other side of the blocked off cave. Anything in here? There is something in here. Rare candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. When Miraidon came to our age through the time machine. Live here with the professor along with another one. Seems to be a story. So we brought it back home, kind of. So we brought it back home, kind of. Should we familiar to it? That's great, a chance to unwind and bask in the familiarity. Doesn't exactly jive with how it's been acting. Doesn't seem eager to come out of its ball anytime soon. I was scared because we were so high up. Who said I was scared of heights? Given how Miraidon was acting earlier, I think something bad happened to it here. You get all shaky seeing a place you have got bad memories of. Same for me when I was being ignored by everyone in the class. Thinking about school made me want to hide somewhere. I know how it feels. Aw. Maybe it got hurt down here in Area Zero, just like Mabostiff. Can't know for sure, but it doesn't change the battle form anymore. Possible. That's sad. We gotta do something to make it feel better. I'm not saying that because I super badly want to battle Miraidon myself. But this is you said it, not one of us. You're kind of unbelievable in a mostly good way. Right. Creepy and Dracoloak. The Dunsparce. The Dun. Look at that, the Dunsparce. The Dunsparce. One trade Dunsparce for the Dunsparce. Nice. Oh jeez. Ow! Uh-oh. It's gonna die. Oh, it's so close. Oh no. Why would you use Double Edge? It's okay. We're fine. We're fine. It's fine. It drives enemies out of its nest by sucking in enough air to fill its long, narrow lungs, then releasing the air in an intense blast. It's a 2-segment form. I know, like, there's a 1% chance to be, but I think it's 3 segments as a 1% chance to be, right? Oops. Hi, Sack. Or is it 1% chance for a 2-segment form? I don't know. I remember. It's, it's just like like the evolution of Tandemaus. It's like Tandemaus' evolution is a 1% chance to be a family of 3. Oh, here we are. No Pokemon guarding this one. Oh, this place is in this place looks wrecked. It's yeah, it's 1% of getting a 3B segment. Okay, so it's a 1% chance of getting a 3 segment in the Dunsparce. Yeah, it's just a little busted. This place is a mess. Looks like something went berserk in here. But what? Hello, children. Professor, you scared us. I'm sorry. Why is everything in here all busted up? I'm sorry. Hello, children. Come again? I'm sorry. Hello, children. Hello. He's glitching out. Stop that, you're creeping us out. Hello, child. Children. Stop talking about children. Oh no, he's talking about the children. Initiating restart. He's having some weird connection problems or something, right? Or he's no, he's a robot. He's definitely he's a robot. He's a robot. That's definitely weird, at least. Almost like, I don't know. He meant it as a joke. It wasn't funny. Still got goosebumps at all. Yeah, I don't like how much he was talking about children. Don't touch the children. Looking at damage, I have a feeling that maybe some ferocious Pokemon battled here. Maybe disable the lock yet? I'm all for leaving this place as soon as we can. That was almost like, no, it can't be. Hold on. Need more people, more time. That woman walked out not long after the boy was born. I need another set of hands, but could they be trusted? And how long would it take them to even understand? If only there were 2 of me. He made a robot version of himself? My new assistant has intellect and technical skills to rival my own. A bit rigid at times, but I've got no serious complaints. Productivity has doubled. Even brought in a second Miraidon via the machine, though this one has proved aggressive. Oop. All locks disabled. Alpha? Why is that an alpha? Why is that 1A an alpha? It's an alpha, not a... Hello? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Please forgive my previous transmission. There seems to be some signal interference. That's not what it was. What do you mean, Arvin? The locks have been disabled at last. Please make your way to the Zero Lab, which lies at the very bottom of Area 0. Thus... Okay, then. Oh, okay. Let's go, then. There was something awful at Professor just now, right? There's a little dramatic flair that got you jazzed. Even big time jazzed. You need to go see a doctor. That's just not right. Pretty sure the call was really... never mind, nothing. What's wrong, Arvin? Seem kind of down. No matter how things turn out, I'm counting you to see this through. Okay. This game uses so many zoomer terms. Oh, it's the head, Maya. It's the head of... Look at that sack. Glimmet. Oops. Glimmet's toxic mineral crystals look just like flower petals. This Pokemon scatters poisonous powder like pollen to protect itself. Electric Terra Shard. Let's keep her going. Some sort of plate inscribed with a mysterious symbol. Okay. Where do we go now? Where do we go now? Do we jump for it? Do we just jump? Do we jump? No, we go this way. No, okay, this way. Not. We don't just jump. We don't just jump to our death. Gibble, Gabite, the Dunsparce, lots of Glimora. No, a lot of Glimora. Whoa, this guy's inside the crystal. Whoa, that's trippy. Oh, that's... Was that a reflection? Is that a reflection? Or is... or is it inside the crystal? That is so trippy. That is so trippy. Oh, getting lower. Alerting all of the Gibble. Got a wall. Oh, here it is. Here we are. Zero lab, all the way at the bottom. It's completely covered in crystals. Have we finally reached the deepest part? We made it. We made it. Ready to see if those legends of treasure down here are for real? Yeah, right. That's just fluff they write to fill the textbooks. Mosh? Hello? Hello, children. Well, children, you've done well to make it here. The structure you see before you is the Zero Lab. That's where you are, right, Professor? But wait, why does it look like the whole place is being swallowed up by crystals? The crystals here in Area Zero possess a particular energy. Peculiar energy, I mean. This energy can alter the functions of living things and optimize the performance of machinery. The same energy that allows Pokemon to terrestrialize. This entire building's been terrestrialized? Is that what you're saying? Don't be silly, Arven. Professor implied something important about Terra Orbs just now. They're made from the crystals down here in Area Zero, aren't they? Indeed, though not many know it. Did you disable all 4 locks? The gate to the Zero Lab should now open for you. Once you open the gate, you'll quickly be confronted with the dangerous Pokemon inside. They'll likely make a break for freedom. Dangerous Pokemon? The 4 of you working together, you should be able to best them. Okay. Pray yourselves well, then open the gate. Yeah, I've got not me and nobody. Doesn't matter what we're up against. We'll be fine. That puts my worries to rest. Okay. I see item over there. Hold on. Loot. Loot. Hold on. There's loot. Get distracted by loot. 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 Gratis. Gratis. Open the gate. Alright. You press the button and open. Hold it. You just interrupt. Did you just interrupt up the narration text box? Why? Finally on the cusp of getting into the lab. Look, if it's true and that there's a bunch of really dangerous Pokemon that might come at us, then shouldn't we also have Miraidon help? Miraidon were like how when we first saw it in the grotto, that'd be a huge help. I want to see it battle. Hasn't even wanted to let us ride it ever since we came down to Area Zero. Can't enter its battle form in the first place. But it's really strong. I know it is. It's so bright. It ate all the Herba Mystica we found too. When it really matters, I'm sure it'll fight. And Area Zero is where it used to live. You bring it down with its ball now, maybe it'll also be able to find its family too, right? Right? Pretty sensible by your standards. I don't know. Miraidon out. Okay. I guess. Come on. I got Miraidon ready. It's time to open the gate. Oop. Whoop, 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 whoop. The other Miraidon. The other Miraidon. Yeah. Family reunion. It's happening. No way. You're an inferior version of me. Dad. Something's not right. And it's just going in. Alright. Alright. Okay, bye. Got the Miraidon. Gun. Aw. What's wrong? Are you bummed that your heartwarming family reunion got cut off so quickly? Are you joking? There was nothing heartwarming about it. We were this close to getting caught up in a nasty brawl. It's for real? Look at Miraidon. Poor thing's terrified. Guess the other one isn't exactly its pal. Yeah, the other Pokemon was giving off some real bad vibes. Not you should worry about think about any of that. Once you get you back into your battle form, I'm sure you'll be going toe to toe against that jerk. If if you want to. Sorry, that doesn't really help, huh? Do you think the other Miraidon was one of the dangerous Pokemon the professor warned us to watch out for? Did the professor say the dangerous Pokemon would come out from inside? From inside the gate we just... Oh, yep, there they are. Oh god, Stampede! And we got stampeded by a bunch of Pokemon. And we're dead. We're surrounded. Pretty obvious is they're not here to roll out a friendly welcome mat. There's no way we can handle this many. I mean, sure we can. They're all future Pokemon. Got a little disaster on our hands here. Just look at all the iron. Yes. Look, even that fellow's ready to bail. It's my turn. I've been waiting. Okay. Let's do this. Good thing, but we're only fighting one at a time. So, sure. So I guess that works out. You missed. They're strong. Now this is a worthwhile challenge. But you're on our side, but you're still really annoying when you say stuff like that. BB. Why are they coming at me? Little help? Okay. Alright, so... Iron Hands. Iron Hands. So it's an electric type, huh? It appears to be an electric type. Electric fighting, perhaps? Well, it doesn't matter. You did all the work. Good job. Good job, Penny. Future must be terrifying. I like how I find it funny how Nemona and Arven are classified as Pokemon Trainer, and Penny is just Penny of Team Star. Phew. Yeah. Rawr. They're running away. And this Pokemon get out, we're gonna have a gigantic mess on our hands. Gotta go after him, Penny. Why me? Wait. Wait. Why do I get the feeling you're enjoying all this? Alright, bye. Hope they can handle the part. Since the crowd's been thinned out, it's up to us to deal with what's left. After this, this thing. I forgot what I forgot which one is what this is called. Iron Jugulis. What type is it again? Dark Flying. Iron Threesome. Yes. Power of friendship. The power of friendship. Hell yeah. Still scared, huh? Worried you might have faced the other one of your kind? Nobody takes out the burden. These stragglers should be nothing. Even the boss can take them. Borf. Take a partner there and go take care of business. You sure? You sure? Come on, if you're not even gonna rely on your friends, who are you gonna rely on? The boss is raring to go. Leave this to us. Borf. Borf. Miraidon. Really ruined my whole childhood, you know. It's like not like seeing you coward and scared out of your wits, and it makes you feel any better about it. You got amazing powers. If you just use them, and you got us too. So don't even think about losing to that jerk. Be brave and stand up and fight. Yeah. Okay. Alright then, have fun with them. See my Pokemon are at nice levels. Let's go. 10 in there. Nope. And we just fell, I guess. Why is it so dark? Why is it so dark behind us? Oh, there you are. You're not looking so hot. Human presence detected within the Zero Lab. Deactivating sleep mode. Hello, robot. Yes, hello, robot Turo. Hello, robot. Hello, thank you for coming. Rawr. Master Ball? No, back to your ball. No, back. Back, I say. A Master Ball? That one is far less tractable and far more aggressive than the one you've traveled with. Your Miraidon fled Area Zero because it lost to the other one in a territorial struggle. I'm afraid there's something for which I must apologize. I am not the true Professor Turo. Then who are you? I am an artificial intelligence the professor created, imbued with his memories and knowledge. In short, I'm an AI-powered robot. Yes, you got flashy eyes. I see that. The real professor passed away during the incident that destroyed Research Station number 4. F. Rip. Passed away? Pokemon was not to be blamed. It was the original professor who failed to accurately judge its full power. I believe the professor wanted nothing more than for the Miraidon to survive and thrive. That's why he threw himself in front of your Miraidon in an attempt to protect it. AI Zero. From the time I first reached out to Director Clavel and asked to be put into contact with you, I was never more than an AI. The reason I asked you to come to me is because I have one last thing to do here at the Zero Lab, and I desire your help. In short, I wish for you to put a stop to the time machine the original professor created. Any questions can be addressed as we make our descent. Follow me. The Giga Chad was a robot the entire time. He's a robot. In order to better defend the Zero Lab, I've developed what I call a Pokeball lock system. Once I identify IDs associated with specific Pokeballs, it can interesting. Booster energy. Hey, you mind if I loot your lab? You mind if I just loot the lab? This elevator will take us down to the lower level. Step inside. It is truly a great relief to me that you came. You notice that great ball? You notice that great ball in the middle of the elevator? They're just sitting there in the middle of the elevator. I will answer any questions you may have. Is there anything you wish to know? What is an AI? I mean, I know what an AI is. What happened to the real professor? The original professor no longer exists. During the destruction of the research station, his physical body received grievous injuries that left it unable to sustain life. I am afraid that this may be difficult for his son, Arvin, to accept. I now manage the Zero Lab in the original professor's place. What is this time machine? Time machine is a device that the original professor and I worked on together. It sends Pokeballs to a different point on the timeline to catch Pokemon there, and it can draw them back here to the present. When he was alive, Professor Turo had a great fascination with Pokemon from another age, what you might call future Pokemon. Even as we speak, the time machine continues to automatically drop future Pokemon to this time. That isn't AI. An AI is an artificial intelligence created by a human being. A computer draws on the original professor's knowledge and memories to calculate all of my thoughts and actions. The results of those calculations are expressed by this mechanical body, built to resemble the professor in every way. Humanity does not, in fact, possess the knowledge to develop such a sophisticated AI at present. But the crystals that make up the Zero Lab have made such a thing possible here. They are also why you cannot leave this place. What is it you really want? The original professor had a dream of a world in which future Pokemon might live alongside present-day Pokemon in harmony. But these Pokemon have gained a strange power due to their adaptations in the distant future. This power has proved too terrible. Their very existence brings destruction to the ecological balance of this current age. The original professor would say that such destruction is a natural part of life. At present, the barrier around Area Zero is still working to keep the future Pokemon from escaping into the rest of Paldea. But we've begun to see Pokemon appear that can break the barrier, such as Iron Treads. Eventually, they will break free of this walled garden known as Area Zero and run rampant across the Paldea region. When they do, the rich and varied ecosystem of Paldea will be trampled beneath their coming. I may have been created as a copy of the professor, and yet, I cannot seem to find the logic in allowing such a tragedy to occur. But any hope of preventing it would require overcoming the greatest AI that the original professor ever devised. Nobody. You have become a formidable trainer. Now use that strength you have gained to destroy the dream Turo once cherished. Okay. Okay. I appreciate your willingness to help. Maybe I should have said no to see what happens. We have reached the lower level. So sparkly down here. Behold. This is the time machine. Perfected using the power of the terrestrial Pokemon. To stop the time machine, you will need to use the professor's ID, which has been embedded within the Violet book. It was very like the professor to put the final key we would need in that book of all places. He loved that volume since childhood. If you place the Violet book upon the pedestal here, you will be able to stop the time machine. There is just one issue. If you try to stop the machine, I will most likely attack you. Artificial being that I am, my own desires can be overridden by the system's programming. Oh no. Why were you programmed to do this? Once that happens, I am afraid I'll become no more than a battle machine, bound to defeat anyone identified as an obstacle by my code. My battling abilities are peerless. They are built upon analysis of all the battles carried out by the various champions of the Paldea region. Having seen the Pokemon between you and your Pokemon, however, I believe that you can prevail. Once you have readied yourself for this fight, please place the Violet book upon the pedestal. And the AI is more human than the human. Listen, man. And the robots. The robots are gonna take over. Oh, let's do this. Actually, let's save. We should actually save. Let's do that. Oop. ID confirmed. Professor Turo, access granted. Initiating emergency shutdown. Please wait. Please wait. Access denied. Shutdown command overridden. Reinitializing. It is up to you now. AI Turo switching to sleep mode. Activating offensive protocols. Please, defeat me. At last. My dream is within reach. Master Ball, you are not getting in the way. Oh no. Got a Master Ball. Look out, he's got a Master Ball. The Twitch AI Turo. The Twitch Iron Moth. I don't know who you think you are, but I'm not allowed to get anyone get in the way of my goals. The scenes after this fight mess you up a bit. Oh boy. Poison type? Ow. This is the power the distant future holds. Splendid, isn't it? Splendid with a 5, distant with a 7. Oh no, he knows Leet speak. He speaks very Leet. Uh-oh. Not ideal. Fiery dance. Ow! Just as calculated, a critical hit. Time you simply gave up, child. Oh, child. This is interesting. Child, you actually understand and future Pokemon's weaknesses? I mean, I understand basic type matchup. Some error occurred here. Recalculating for critical damage. Iron Thorns, huh? Sounds like a grass type. Oh, right. Unfortunately, Mega Man is dead. He's kind of dead. Yep, we have Poison Jab. This might work. Let's see. Oh, it's not grass. Yeah, it appears to be steel. Steel? No. Well, it appears it's iron. I actually don't know. Yeah, earthquake. Go for earthquake. Ah, you are also ground. Ow. F. Iron Bundle. The Iron Sack. The Iron Sack. Oh, lordy coming. Like he just drops the ball. I like how he just drops it. Knowing. Ow. That hurts. Oh god, look at the neck extend. Iron juggle. That's dark flying, right? Yeah. Double, go. Iron juggle. Yes. Man, where'd you get so many Master Balls? My guy, where did you get so many Master Balls? I want many Master Balls. It's got a flamethrower. Ow. .3D printing. He just 3D printed a whole bunch of Master Balls. Can I get the files? Can I get the can I get the files for those Master Balls so I can print my own? Hands. Quagmire's dead, unfortunately. Hands. Let's see. I'm guessing his last Pokemon is going to be Miraidon. So, I just want to confirm. Yeah, fighting electric. Just as much. Really? Really? Oh, wow, it's tanky. Ow. Okay, Snapdragon's gonna die. I'm gonna use this I'm gonna use this turn to revive Mega Man. Since it appears to be very physically bulky, I'm gonna use a special move. It appears to be very physically bulky. The hands appear to be very bulky. The punch. Iron Valiant. I'll be honest, I have no idea what everything is proceeding within my expectations. Probability of you winning is 0. Oh, it's a Gallade. A Gallade. Booster energy. Pork drive. I don't know. I don't know what type how big this thing is. Poison jab. Poison, I guess. Can survive that, right? Yeah, nice. Combo of Gallade and Gardevoir. He defeated AI Turo. No, he's broken. He's broken. Impossible. He could not compute. He could not compute. Psychic Fairy. Oh, okay. He's broken. What's this? Did you already beat all the baddies without me? Okay, out with it, you. Who are you, really? Thank you for everything. The time machine has finally been stopped. He has finally been stopped. You're not my dad, aren't you? Oh, look how big you've grown. So proud of you, Sorry you were alone so long, Arv. Dad? Security system failure. Security system failure. Threat to time machine detected. Threat to time machine detected. What's going on now? Is another army of Pokemon on its way here? It cannot be. An obstacle is preventing the time machine from performing it as intended. Activating Paradise Protection Protocol to remove the offending obstacle. What was keeping the time machine running truly all the professor cared about? Blocking all Pokeballs except those registered to Turo's ID. No, not our Pokeballs! Program initializing. Gathering terrestrial energy. Sorry, children. This is too much for you. Oh no. You must run. Oh no. Oh no. AI Turo disabled. Paradise Protection Protocol initialized. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You're not getting in my way. Sounds like Paradise Protection Protocol. Wait, what am I gonna use? I thought my Pokeballs are locked. Yeah, that didn't work. My Pokeballs are locked. Now what? Miraidon, the Guardian of Paradise. Yeah, we don't have a Pokemon. Our Pokeballs won't work. How are we even supposed to battle? Punch. Use our fists. We can punch, right? It's probably not a good idea, but we can punch. We can punch. Can't switch Pokemon. Crazy electrical signals jamming our Pokeballs. Even I can't get them open. But you can hack. You can hack and do some hacks. You can't and do some hacks. Feels everyone else in danger. Boo. That's totally cheating. You call yourself an adult. Now what? What do we have? We can't do anything. We can't do anything. Miraidon. Miraidon. This is... Wait. Miraidon is registered to Turo. Miraidon is registered to Turo. Oh, what? I believe. Power of friendship. I believe in you. The power of friendship. Yay! It's even the AI didn't know about this protocol, huh? Yeah! Miraidon versus Miraidon. Ah. Hadron engine. The ground on this electric terrain. What does that do? What does Hadron engine do? Electric dragon. Okay. We can't terrestrialize. Turns the ground to electric terrain. Boost special attack on electric terrain. Quirky nature. If the user is terrestrialized. Let's see. Racist forward ultra fast, piercing its target with futuristic energy. Boosted more than usual if it's a super effective hit. Go with... the only thing that can... well, I mean, Terra Blast, or we can only use Terra Blast or Power Gem. Electro Drift is not gonna work because that's Electric Dragon. Alright, Power Gem it is then. Taunt! Don't taunt me. Guardian of Paradise. Into battle form, let's go! You got this! Yeah! You got this. All we can really use is Power Gem. You will fall here within this garden paradise and achieve nothing in the end. Ow, ow, it hurts. Why does yours hurt so much more? What can I do? What else can... Honestly, I don't think there's much else I can do other than just continue using Power Gem and maybe heal up. And maybe heal up in between. You will not be allowed to destroy my paradise. All obstacles to gold will be eliminated. That ain't fair. Well, it's only gonna boost electric moves, and we are double resistant to electric, so it should be fine, I think. Just spam Power Gem. I feel like we bad. Hang in there. Okay, I'm trying. It's stronger. The data say I am superior. Fall and become the foundation upon which my dream will be built. Hyper Beam! Oh no. Ow. Ow. Thank you, Miraidon. Hyper Beam. We have hit like a champ. Yeah, just power of friendship. Yeah. All right, we should get a. Actually, you know, I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna use this turn to heal, since he should have to recharge after that Hyper Beam. Theoretically, theoretically, he should have to recharge after the Hyper Beam. So we can use this turn to heal. Yeah. Cool. Can we really not pull off a win here? This doesn't look good. The Terra Orb's glowing. Oh, hell yeah. Perfect. Terrestrialize and finish this off. Good idea. Oh my... Yeah, the cheering. Power of friendship. Our stats rose through the power of friendship. Terra Blast. Go Terra Blast. I mean, if only a Terra Orb, if only we could use a Terra Orb earlier. Hey, we did it! Yay! Yay! Ah! No, I defeated the Paradise Protection Protocol. Flashbang! My eyes! Flashbang! I've been flashbanged. My eyes! You did it! I like how it just changed to the regular battle music. It's just changed to the regular battle music. You did it! It's not going berserk anymore? How? How very astounding. To think that you would manage to defy even the original professor's final protections. Are you back to normal? Yes, a completely unforeseen outcome. Even for an AI possessing the most sophisticated technology ever conceived. Even on the brink of despair, you children did not give in and instead proved your worthiness, showing the wisdom to think for yourselves, courage to hold faith in your hands, and the fortitude to do what had to be done. No matter how challenging of a future may await you, I believe you'll be capable of walking in whatever paths you choose for yourselves now, with pride. Thank you. Thank all of you children. I'm afraid the time machine cannot be put to a complete stop as long as I am here. Here is I myself am part of the system that ensures the machine reboots when stopped. What does that mean? I am sorry. Wait, no! When I was watching you all and your adventures from down here, I felt a sense of jealousy. I envied you. Envied you your freedom, the way you came together, working in league with your fellows and caring for them, the way you sought strength and to better yourself, throwing all you are into your battles, the way you would face down even the greatest enemies to save that which you loved, the way you never cease to seek nor to fight for a treasure all on your own. The way you soared free through the very skies on those wings of yours. I wish that I too might be as free as you all, free to seek out that which I might treasure above all else, not bound. Your own treasure. As long as I remain here, the time machine will not stop, for I am inextricably connected to it. So I've made a decision. I will use the time machine to journey to the world of the future that I have dreamed of. Can't just leave now, right when we finally reached you. I'm not going only so that the time machine can be stopped. I also cannot deny my desire to see that future world for myself. Is what it feels like to have your heart race with the thrill of adventure? Arven, I'm sorry that I kept the truth from you for so long. I inherited all the thoughts and wishes of the professor, so that I understand better than any. Your father truly loved you. You can't. Aw. Can't just go and say anything like that now. No. Man. I suppose you're right. I am sorry. Arven. Arven, Miraidon. Nobody. It is a little sad, but I'm afraid this is goodbye. Dad! Dad! Farewell, my free adventurers. I bid you adieu. There he goes. He's taking the book with him? Okay, bye. Hello there. How's it going? Hello, welcome. Hi. How could you just go? He's the original guy who went to the crater. It's possible. Dad. You okay, bud? Man. Kind of already knew it. Poor Arven. He just lost his dad. For real this time. Not just gone to get milk. Man. I know that thing was fake. But it said my name, using his voice, wearing his face. Even if it was fake, it felt real, you know? So Sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. That's okay. It's Miraidon is sad too. The battle form, how cool is that? So strong. If it tries to nudge at me for a belly rub while it's huge like this, I seriously think I'm gonna die. Hey, now let's not skip over the big win here. You just saved all of Paldea. Both did amazing. Thanks. My bud nobody for you. You know, Arven, even though the professor's gone, but he's finally having a real fun adventure of his own in the future. Yeah, thanks, Penny. Yeah, sorry. What should we do now? Well, first of all, I guess we should probably get out of here. Keep getting car ads. Yeah, you should get a car. Exact. Why don't you? Yeah, go buy a car then. Come on, let's get out of here and make our way home. Yay! Sounds like a skill issue. Again, skill issue. Okay, everybody, listen up. What is it? Take the long road home. Get a little more fun of it out of his adventure. I don't really. Sounds great. We can load up on snacks first. I'm in. Hey, nobody, not you two. Come on. Come on. Alright, fine. Guess we're doing this. Yay. Look at this group of misfits. Oh god, Ed Sheeran! Am I gonna get copyrighted for that? Wait, I mean, is this copyright? I feel like this may be copyright. I feel, okay. Oh god, Ed Sheeran! You know, I actually didn't even listen to the song before the game came out. Can't trust Ed these days. Yeah, actually didn't even listen to the song before the game came out. So yeah, but you can't close the game when it's plays because you haven't saved yet. You haven't saved yet. Yeah, I don't hate the song. Yeah. I mean, remember that? I mean, it wasn't. I mean, that was one year that. I mean, there was one year that wasn't it. Wasn't it last year that they had Katy Perry? They had a Katy Pokemon had a Katy Perry. That was a Katy Perry Pokemon song. So yeah. But yeah, they didn't. But they didn't actually put the song in the game. What, man? Why the games love? Why is it that games love using like copy game? Why do games love using copyrighted music so much, man? I mean, maybe it's not maybe this one is like at least not normal copyright because it's like actually an official Pokemon song, but I don't know. Yeah, no music on the credits. Let's go. You can just go listen to it on YouTube. You can go listen to the song on YouTube if you want. Everyone says, yeah, I mean, fair. It's safe. That's the safe option, at least. Yeah, you can always listen to if you want to hear the song, you can always listen to it on YouTube. All right, the song's over. All right, the song's over. Yay, we won. Now, what post-game stuff is there? Yay, treasure. So the real treasure really was the friends we made along the way. Oh, I'm gonna take a screenshot, but I missed it a little, so I'll just take a clip. Long since the director office. Nobody, Namona, Arvan, Penny. Okay. Alright then. Why does our map still say we're in the... why does our map still say we're in the crater? Yeah, our map still says we're in the crater. Maybe we're actually... maybe we're actually stuck in there. This is all a dream. and this is just a dream right now. We're actually still stuck in the crater. So the hero's finally here. Yeah? What is it? We're in for an earful, aren't we? Guess we'll find out soon enough. No need for concern, you two. I'm not angry in the slightest. I merely called you all here to discuss your fine achievements in this year's treasure hunt. You shut down the professor's time machine, and thus prevented the Pokemon in the future from running rampant across Paldea. Your actions were truly outstanding in every regard. I couldn't be prouder of you all. Though your decision to enter a strictly off-limits area was admittedly regrettable. Down there. Since this was necessary to protect Paldea and its precious ecosystems, I'm willing to overlook this particular point. So we're not getting raked over the coals after all. Forget. We stopped science. Science. We stopped science. GLaDOS would be sad. Not the science. There's something I would like you to have. Each of your friends received one already. Master Ball! Can I get the 3D? Can I also get the files to 3D print Master Balls since the professor seems to have just an endless supply of them? About the Hall of Fame badge I gave you a short while ago, that gift is one we bestow only upon students who achieve remarkable feats. I expect you to honor what that badge represents by striving to always serve as a model for your fellow students. Yeah, I'll try. I suppose you must be rather worn out from your recent adventures. As Arvin, I was so sorry to hear about the professor. You have my deepest condolences. Well, pretty rough when I found out my dad died. It feels clear now for the first time in ages. Got to learn a bit about my dad's research and what he was trying to achieve down there. Guess you're building something as mind-blowing as a time machine. I get that takes priority, right? That takes priority over showering your son with attention, huh? All I know is I'm done feeling like some lost little kid. Done. Time to say goodbye and move on. And enjoy the last day till every last day till graduation. My buds here, and my Bostif, of course. Well said. You truly are your father's son. Although I must remind you that you have nowhere near enough credits to graduate. You need to study frantically to catch up. But I have every expectation of your success. Oof. Oof. What? Let's not forget the other good news. Our academy has a new champion. Though we sadly cannot make your valiant deeds in the Great Crater known to the public. Your new champion rank, at least, should be celebrated throughout the whole school. I know how we should celebrate. We should hold a Pokemon battle contest. Seriously? Could we not? Classic Nemona. A Pokemon battle contest, you say? While your own vested interest in such a venture are more than apparent, Miss Nemona, I think it's a fine idea. But please understand that a large-scale event will be quite beyond this. We've many other school activities to keep an eye on, after all. Pardon my intrusion, but I couldn't help but over here. Oh. Everyone just walks right in. The Pokemon League will, of course, happily lend a hand in organizing this contest. La Primera? Well, a most kind offer, Chairwoman Gita. I do everything in my power to nurture young, up-and-coming talent. That's not to say only the youth have promise when it comes to Pokemon battles. A former gym leader, the developer of the Pokédex app, this academy clearly counts many skilled trainers of Pokemon among its staff. As such, my suggestion is as follows. Students and staff should compete for the title of strongest trainer at the academy. Whoa, we get to battle the teachers! We compete too, right, Primera? Is that even allowed? The chairwoman's not part of the academy, right? Actually, I think she's chairwoman of the school board as well as the Pokemon League. Wait, for real? I knew she was on another level, but wow. Wow. Thank you for the invitation, Champion Nemona. I would gladly take up your kind offer to compete alongside you all, but I'm afraid my schedule is already packed tight with work that I simply must attend to. Aw, can't you free up some time somehow? Well, I suppose I might be able to participate if Champion Nobody would agree to lend me a hand with my work. Sure. Much obliged. Much obliged. To get straight to it, I would like you to go out and inspect Paldea's various gyms in my stead. Are they fulfilling their duties as beacons of strength and inspiration for all those aiming to achieve champion rank? Or has their brilliance started to fade? To find this out, I ask that you bring your full might as champion to bear against each of the gym leaders and test their prowess in battle. They are all trainers of exceptional talent, handpicked by me personally. I do not expect you'll find any cracks in their armor, but, well, consider it a formality. This will also provide the perfect stage for your appearance as a new champion. Since all the gym leaders will still be expecting me to carry out the inspection, I imagine they'll have mustered their full strength. I dare say, they might be more of a challenge than when you faced them before. You get to have all-out battles with the gym leaders? Man, I'm jealous. Now then, on to another crucial matter. I'd like to discuss with Penny on how to patch the weaknesses in our league point system. There's a, but there's a bunch of anime I've missed that was just gonna binge. She just wants to watch her anime. Man. Thank you in advance for your willing and eager cooperation. I mean, I'll do it. I'll help. Let me help. Excellent. We'll leave you all to it then. Come now, Penny. Poor Penny. Listen. Man, she just wants to watch her anime, but she did also commit crimes. And yet she also committed crimes. This is awesome. Show this inspection thing who's boss so that La Primera can join our tournament, okay? Enjoy taking another swing at the gym gauntlet while you're at it. Take care of filling out the forms and other administrative stuff so this ball gets rolling on the tournament. And in the meantime, I say it's wonderful to see you all showing such initiative. You each have a critical role to play. Benny is assisting the league, our new champion inspecting gyms, Namota arranging the event. Give it your best. Wait, what about me? Arvin's like, wait, what about me? Guess my role's so obvious it goes without saying. He's gonna make the food. Watching anime, committing crimes. Is Arvin just gonna make food? Still says we're in the Great Crater. So yeah, now we got to so now we gotta rematch all the gym leaders, huh? There are quite a few post-game. There is quite a few post-game stuff. First of all, rematching all the gym leaders. You gotta go open up the shrines, and all the stuff. Yay! I don't know if I'll do that on stream. I don't know if I'll do this on stream. Maybe. I mean, maybe I'll do it on stream. Maybe not. I'll think about it. Yeah, maybe I'll try. I'll see. I'll think about doing these on stream. Might do maybe some short-ish streams. Yeah, maybe I'll do some short-ish streams, some short-ish gorilla streams during Christmas break. Maybe. I'll think about it. Anyways, I'm gonna end stream here. Thank you guys for coming out. And I'll think about if I want to do the post-game stuff on stream or not. Thank you guys for coming. Yeah, we beat the Pokemons. Yay! But yeah, I'll think about it if I want to do a post-game off stream, on stream or off stream. Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for coming out, joining me for the end of the main story, and I will go now. All right, my stream.